at 6 something. I need to clean my phone off. I don't even know if that made it any better. Anyway, stay on. Mm-mm-mm. Let me do this. There we go. I wonder if I put my other one up there. I wonder. Hmm. Mm-mm. Ain't nobody got time for that. Um, that's too much. Anyway, oh, that's pretty. I like that. Um, yeah. Oh, gotta close it. What's up, y'all? I decided to turn on the lights tonight. Yes. Yeah, cozy. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what? That's crazy. What's going on? How was everybody Tuesday? Child, my Tuesday was alright. Had to slow it down a little bit today, but I still did what I needed to do. I still did what I needed to do. Sipping on me some cherry tart juice. Now this one don't have that much sugar in it. It tastes okay. It tastes like it already got ice in it. I guess I can deal with that. Cause I mean it makes sense because the sugar keep you up a little bit more. So it don't taste as tart. I don't know about this brand. I don't know about this brand. My other brand on me tastes better than this. Hopefully it still has the same effect. Anywho, um, rocks. I'm drinking some cherry tart juice. Ain't nothing in my cup, girl. I ain't had nothing in my cup in about a week and a half. I ain't had nothing to drink. I might need me one though in a little while. I'm gonna try to hold off to the weekend though. Girl, I trying to focus, honey. Trying to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make some things go on behind, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. Oh, girl, how was your day? I need them to put the sugar back in that drink. You said Sunday, Saturday at 5:30. I'm gonna be outside. Yeah, I'm gonna be in them streets at 5:30, girl. It done cool down. It's feeling nice out here. Yeah, child. I done cracked my window tonight. I'm gonna be outside at 5:30 on a Saturday. Shh, baby. I'm gonna be somewhere cutting up, girl. I'm gonna, yeah. This gonna be some pre-birthday celebration situation this weekend, child. Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah. Um, I need to go do me a facial. Oh yeah, that's yeah. I'll be trying to find something to get into. Friday and Saturday, and maybe even Sunday. Cause you know Sunday you can even slow it down at a brunch and have a great time. Yeah, child. I got the It's cuffing season. It is. It's I gotta go dip my foot in the water a little bit. But I'm gonna be responsible. I am. Yes, I am. I was waiting to see it. What's the name? And it was go cause I was gonna tell them that it was a little bit of an update on Wild Out Wiley. Child, they said they done dropped his bond down to $5,000. Excuse me. They need to keep him. They need to keep him there. Lord knows. Cause it ain't gonna get no better out here for him. They need to keep him right on in there so he can get his stuff together. Learn him a couple skills, little coping skills, you know, how to manage stress. Get him a little stress ball or something. They need to do something for him. They need to I think they said he can't be at Walmart no more either. They said he gotta dang, I think I took the screenshot on the phone that I'm on. They said he can't be at the Walmart, which I think that's a good thing because I don't know I don't know if he should be there. Like honestly, because yeah, I think he need to go shop somewhere else because he wasn't even shopping. He just went in there and started acting stupid. So I don't really like Walmart myself. I don't blame him. But he was already tripping before he got there. Yeah, they losing their mind every day. Child, I be walking past people so fast sometimes. I just keep on walking. Like how the people was walking past his ass in Walmart when he was acting stupid. That man kept on riding with that little basket and buggy. No, the lady that was in the background that was laughing, that was hilarious. Cause she wasn't paying him no mind. She had kept on pushing her cart. And that's just sad that that was basically a cry for help. That was a cry for help out in public. I mean, of course, it was gonna give him some views, but we gotta do better. I gotta look at that video and text it to me, please. Let me see if I got. Which one you talking about when he was at the Walmart? Girl, hold on, let me find. Woo! Child, that video was something else. But I kind of went back and started looking at some of his other stuff because, like I said, I did listen to him. That was a while ago, and I don't know. I think what happened was at some point in time it was a lot of stuff that he wasn't telling the truth about, and I don't know. I just kind of got I just lost interest in watching him. I'm about to send it to you now. Oh shoot, I just sent it. But we was up here last night listening to some of it, and honey, when I tell you, I ain't gonna lie. A little bit of me felt bad for watching it, but then again, another part of me, I was okay with watching it because it was no different than like working in that field, because the people would act out similar to what he did, but oh my gosh, like if we were going public with them, they would do stuff like that. If we were still at the facility, which was an actual house, they would act like that. So I mean, I feel like I could laugh now because it's not like I'm laughing in my actual client's face. This is a dude, I don't even know him, and he is known for being an internet troll, and that's that. So, and plus it was a damn funny like child. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. Now I would not go to the extent of like, cause somebody they was talking about how another YouTuber went and called the place, and I really don't care like that. No, I'm not. It's not that serious to me. But I do think there needs to be some type of intervention. Yeah, he been around for a while. Like he was kind of like doing commentary like how a lot of people do talk about gossip, like just celebrity gossip, stuff like that. One thing I can say, for a little bit, he moved into like politics a little bit, and I was just like, and plus he from Chicago, so when he was in Dallas, he left Dallas, and I think he went back to Chicago for a little while. So he had took some time, and he was out like, I guess, volunteering, supporting, endorsing, whatever. He was just out at like different events where people was, talking about what they had going on. So his topics was kind of all over the place. So I don't really know why he. I don't know, but a lot of people helped him. They supported him. I think Tasha K even she gave him a computer. She gave him a camera. She gave him mentoring. Like she helped him out pretty much. The same way she helps, other people, and they all communicated. Everybody had they look, they went back and forth, talked about each other a little bit. It was just a whole fun thing. But I will never forget the time Tasha said he ain't got the look to make it on YouTube. And I was like, damn, Tasha, why she have to do that? But I mean, a lot of people, talk about his eyes and stuff because they all over the place. But I mean, long as he keep his stuff up, he not, horrible, horrible looking. You know what I'm saying? He's just different. Everybody is made different. And I don't think I don't, I didn't know she helped. You know what? One time before she kind of, okay. This I remember. This how I've been watching Tasha for a long time. She was. I think I started watching her. She was in her spare bedroom at her house, and the quality of her film don't look as great as It was just like what I'm saying. So I remember at some point in time she started a mentorship where people could contact her and she would go ahead and work with them and this is that and the third. And then I think what she said, what ended up happening was it just ended up like just talking sessions. So people just ended up like really wanting to talk with her and they weren't really focused on really trying to get, you know, what she was able to give during content creation. So I was like, dang. So she ended up closing it. She just stopped doing it. I remember when she did it for a little while because um, I want to say it was a few people that she helped. I'm pretty sure Storm was one of them. But I don't even know if she was, I don't know why she took to him so much and mentored him, but it was just so many different stories about that. But yep, she was doing it one time, and I think it was a good price. It was like $200. It wasn't even. This was before. Like this was. I think this was even before. I know it was before she had her baby. Yeah, it was before her last baby. And yep, it was affordable and everything. Like she just really, really wanted to help people out. Like that's the type of vibe she give off. I mean, you can look at all the other stuff, plastic, you know, and then it'll paint her in a whole different light. But she really, really would look out for people, and it seemed like every time she looked out for them, they stabbed her in the back or something went down that was crazy. And then, ultimately, she had to separate herself. Who changed? She ain't changed. She's still the same person. Like, she literally she don't just do her show. She still have like live videos with her supporters. Even though she's doing like a wine and comedy tour or whatever, going from state to state, she refused to charge her supporters to take pictures. People like, look, these lines is long. You taking a long time to get these people a picture. You need to start charging. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, no, she not. I don't. No. Mm-mm. Girl, she be on the live like your homegirl Tosh. Like that's how. Yeah. So she's just not always doing her show. She pop in on the lives and then she just be talking to people. And then she even say, y'all ask me questions or child, I'm so silly. I don't ever ask no questions. I just be telling them to lean on the like button. But no, and I'm mad I missed the doggone show. I would have had to drive all the way to Virginia Beach. But I wish I would have made the show. It was like Mother's Day when she came here. I really do. But she said she gonna keep on touring next year, so hopefully. Mm-hmm. Girl, that like it's crazy how all that went down. Cause the funny thing is, I was watching her. I was following her back then when all that stuff happened between her and old girl. Cause I ain't even call her out over here. And in my opinion, I really feel like she lost it because she did not have the right attorney. Just like now, she has the right attorneys. So when people like, it was like two other people, one of them, very like big, celebrity, sued her recently, and that person lost, and that person had to pay the lawyer fees for her in that state that he filed in, and he got way more money than CB. He lost, so she didn't have the right attorney. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying. She just had the she didn't have the right lawyer. And then it was something else she was supposed to file, and she did not file it correctly or didn't file it in time. So, and then it was another person that sued her recently, and theirs got dropped. Yeah. And the funny thing is, it was two men that just filed against her, and they both lost. So, um, I mean, that's about it. That's kind of how it goes with business. That's the like for real. That's the new lick. A lot of people suing people with larger platforms because that's just like, you know how people will get in a car accident and then they'll sue the person, and hopefully either if they can't get enough from the insurance, they'll try to get something from the person. It's no different. So the thing about her is what I can honestly say is she is a businesswoman. So yeah, I want to say it was Kevin Hart was one of them. That was the one he has got thrown out, and his lawyer he had to pay her lawyer that she had to hire for that case. He had to pay that back, and he lost. And then I want to say remember the bling bling bishop, the one the one that supposedly got robbed at his church. He sued her too, and he lost. They threw that case out, and he locked up right now anyway for what he did to other folks. So yeah, it was another guy that tried to sue her for $50,000 because he came to her. It was some type of event because she talked about it. Um, I think she gave Sean the exclusive, and she basically said that the guy came up to her and he like pushed up on her. Then he was, saying crazy stuff like, you got, stuff he shouldn't have been saying to her. And her husband was right there. And the funny thing is, her husband just tried to talk to the dude because he has the total opposite temperament of her. But like, because the dude continued to be disrespectful, and then I think he tried to touch her or something, and it just went down from there. And so that guy tried to hey Deborah Ray, how you doing? So yeah, that guy tried to make it seem like they just jumped him for no reason. In actuality, he started it all, and it was. And the crazy thing is, she got invited to the event from like some YouTuber. That's good. Some other YouTuber. So she was like, she felt like she was set up when she came into that situation because they caught everything on camera, every angle of it. And she was like, that person ain't do nothing but show the footage, but they ain't never come out and tell the story either. So I mean, business wise, you gotta just learn. You gotta learn your circles. You gotta learn who to deal with, who not to deal with, all of the above. So it is what it is. Gotta understand it. Yeah, I'm glad. What like another thing, like I said, I love about her is she didn't just come up here. She already kind of had a plan, and she decided to turn it into a business. And therefore, if something went down, it gave her, like when you have a business, you have it set up, it gives you a wedge of protection from lawsuits. So yeah, old girl could have tried to sue her name wise. Oh, excuse me. Everything went down in the business. So there's a head, it's a separation. So the things that you acquire personally is protected, and the things that you acquire, through that business, that person can then sue you for this, is that, and the third. So, and then even with the business aspect, businesses, they file bankruptcy all the time, so they can restructure their business and be able to pay the people that they owe. They do that all the time. It's a lot of sort of just, every time we hear bankruptcy, we hear like, oh my gosh, they ain't got no money. Yeah, they ain't got no money, but it's no different than, one of us that ain't got no money. Only difference is the business ain't got no money. But I'd rather have like a I'd rather file bankruptcy in my business than my personal life, because one thing about it, I can still move around and get what I need and do what I need to do. So that's another thing, you know. I mean, I didn't learn all that from her, but I was able to see how she was able to bounce back, because again, if she did not have a business, she would have been in trouble. She would have been in trouble. Child, and that's the crazy thing, like, people was just hoping that it would have ended her, but they didn't understand business. And it was funny. I remember being on her live. This is maybe over a year ago, and I was like, "Bumpy Tasha," I was like, "Let's all just donate and wipe the debt out." And she was like, "No, f that. We ain't about to make them rich, richer." So she just let it go into bankruptcy. She, that girl, she bought, but she bought, she crying because she realized the only people that won in all of that was the attorneys. If you sit and think about it, it's one thing to come to somebody and say, you know what, they did this and the third to me. I want to sue them. Okay, cool. But the thing is, you got to keep paying them to keep it going. Oh, yeah, she cool as rocks. You would love her. Like, you know, you know how it is when you hear all this stuff outside. I've been following her for years. So I wouldn't just say, "Oh, go follow her." No, she is a wife, a mama, and she just came up here to do like what she used to doing. Like she, you know how like people families will like sit and gossip on like certain days of the week or whatever. All the aunties and she remind me of the type of person that came from a family like that. That's what they did when they got off work and stuff like that. And she just was one of them that was good at, you know, she she was born to be in communications. Is how I feel. Some people are born to do certain things, and I really feel like that's what she was born to do. And even with people talking trash, she was just on Wilding Out last week. Was it last week? Yeah, she was on the episode. She been shot the episode a while ago because she shared that with her audience, back when she did it. But like I said, I just feel like, and then the funny thing is, she started doing, it was something she just finished talking about, that I want to say maybe that was before she went on vacation. She was talking about how it was something she wanted to do, and then she went and like started googling herself. And she was like, when she started googling herself, she seen how bad people talked about her and the image that was put out there. And I was like, damn. But you will fit in just fine as a wino. Because I'm telling you. Man, you get over there sipping and listening to her, you gonna be on the floor laughing. Tasha ain't got no damn sense. Tasha is you know how like when you watch certain people, you can tell like where they came from, and she explained where she came from. She talked about her life, and when she said she went and Google herself, they had the names of her children wrong. It was just so much stuff about her that was wrong. And she had like a backup channel. It was called the Wino Podcast, but she turned it into Who is Tasha K? Because like after a while she was like, damn. But even when that case was going on, people was still trying to make her look like the bad person. Like, okay, if that is the business that she's in, people gonna continue to talk about the topics and the people they're gonna talk about because that is the business and that is the lane that she's in. So, um, a lot of people got upset about some of the stuff she talked about. Like, I mean, it is what it is. It was one of the girl. I want to say the girl was named Star Marie. So Star Marie, that was the episode that all that stuff started with her and Cardi. Star Marie claimed to have been an old friend of hers. And she started talking, and it was a long interview. And she made some accusations, and whatever the case may be. And at that point in time, because she was a guest on her platform, that is why she decided to sue her company. And again, she didn't have the right attorneys. That was the first time she ever been sued like that. And she was sent in the wrong direction. I remember it was a guy, I ain't even gonna call his name, but he's a YouTuber and he was recommending that attorney to her. And for real, I don't even think that attorney had the skills to work a case like that. So, I think she meant well and she tried her best, but honey, her best wasn't good enough. Child, the girl, oh, $4 million. I said, well, shit, fuck it. Tasha, all right with a payment plan? Who am I to judge? That damn lady mad as hell. She gonna be making payments. It's funny to me because she wanted to go so hard. Yes, she owed $4 million, but the thing is, when you restructure your debt, that might be the only debt that's up there. That's the biggest one that she has to pay. But she gonna take that. She gonna get that in installments and check it. No different than when you decide to make a payment arrangement, like if you on your regular bills or whatever. As long as you making that payment, everything good. Like, can't nobody come in and say you need to give me extra. That lady sitting back because she ain't selling no records. She ain't rapping. That man that got her pregnant 3 times and she looking stupid. If anything, that was the best thing that could happen to her because that's gonna be her Tasha, her source of income. I said it. Because what's she out here doing? I wait. So, yeah. She in the hole, but she's in a hole. She has a husband. He has things going on. She has her own app. She's on YouTube. She's on all social media platforms. She's still able to maintain and live her life. So that was, and I think the whole ultimate goal was to shut her up and get everything shut down. Could you imagine people trying to shut you up? They ready to fight you because of your mouth, not your hands. Not girl. I be laughing so hard. I'm like, y'all better leave her alone. Leave her alone. But basically, that's what happened. Like I said, I've been watching her child. I can't even. It been at least 7 years, at least, cause it's 20. Yeah, I've been watching her for a long time before she even, cause like her studio was in the basement of her house. She had a real big house. That's where her So yeah, child. They wanted her to be in the poorhouse and all that, but it's not. She still live good, you know. She probably would be doing more and have more money in her pocket if she didn't have to make them payments. But you live and you learn. I don't like that. They need to add some more sugar to that. That is terrible. I was trying to cut the sugar, but God, good God Almighty, I don't like that. But yeah, I end up on a whole Tasha K tangent. But yeah, that's my girl. Yeah, it's wild. Like, if you had never watched her, you would have thought she was just evil person that just talk about her. But the crazy thing is, most of the time, the people bring her the information, and 9 times out of 10, she gonna if it's a conversation, she gonna have it recorded. She she run a tight ship. One thing about it, she runs her business and take it serious, just like if it was a journalist in a news station. Only difference is she doing wine gossip and comedy. That's the only difference. Like, so when people come back and say, "Oh, she said this and said that," and if she ever had a conversation with them, it would take some stuff to go on for her to come back with that recording. Mm-hmm. Text messages. She ain't the one to play with like that. That's what they don't like. They just no, they don't like that. They just don't like it. She wear them out. Tasha be wearing them out. I be laughing. I just be like, Lord have mercy. What we gonna do with her? And then she be sitting there sipping that wine. It be a good time. I ain't gonna lie. She'll have you in stitches. They be ready. Child, she be having people ready to fight her. Cause the thing is, people be calling and telling her the information. How do you how you get mad? Yep, she got sued for gossiping. But no. Let me go back. Go up. Skirt, skirt. She was doing interviews. So at that time, well, now she's branded as wine gossip and comedy. Prior to that, um, I guess people just looked at it as gossip, but all of it started from an interview. So she would have certain people come on and do interviews and tell their story. So what ended up happening was, and I noticed lately, most of her interviews are shown on her app first. For the most part, you have to go to her app to get the exclusive stuff, because in order for her to keep her monetization, because excuse me, you got to understand that's an income, and on top of that, she has a team, so her team still has to get paid as well. Um, so it's certain stuff that she can't do on YouTube no more. So that's why she started slowly building her app, and they do like small films and like her, because her husband, they basically have a production company, if that makes like he is he's great at editing, he's great at producing and all of that like that. So she got a whole like they legit over there. It's called Kibi Studios. hmm So they, have a whole situation. She got sued because of the interview. So during the interview, the girl said dot 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 about the girl, and it all kind of went from there. So yeah, it got bad. It got real bad, and like I said, if she had the right attorney, she wouldn't have lost. Not like that. And then the crazy thing, the girl, this is the crazy part. The girl got mad because she didn't want Tasha talking about her no more. But this is the same girl during that time frame that had admitted to trick rolling allegedly. She had admitted to it in a laughing matter, and people was like, making it seem like she was just this innocent. I was like, what? This girl just basically said what she used to do to people, and she came out the strip club. She was just talking about all the kind of stuff that they would do to get money from the dude. Like, so because Tasha got in trouble because she got a big, yeah, basically that's what it all boils down to. Now, some of the accusations the girl made, it was the STD accusation that fueled it. Because what happened was CB went and brought, if the thing is, if you sue somebody, you got to bring everything out. She went and got her records. So the girl, I guess the girl that was when Star Marie was the one that made the accusation. So that was the whole thing, and I was like, well, dang, nobody should have said nothing about that if they couldn't prove it. So basically, that's how everything got going. But again, I don't know how well she vetted Star Marie. Um, Again, and then Star Marie was supposedly her roommate or something, a close friend back when they used to be, in the strip club or something like that or whatever. So that's how it all started, and it spiraled from there because I felt like what started happening was, Cardi has a large platform, and then it's a lot of young people, and I don't think Tasha really cared about the young people. It was like she was gonna stand her ground for her platform. So I want to say at some point in time, they asked her to take the interview down, and she said no. And so what ended up happening was, because it was on this platform, they started, that's when she ended up suing her. And then also, that was a way for her to be able to garnish the wages too, because she don't work for nobody. So, mm, yeah, that's why when she got her, when she came from up under that, like, child, she was like, everything allegedly, even my name allegedly. That's right. I was like, damn right, everything alleged around here. Because when the girl, when the statement was made, it wasn't allegedly. It was like they was speaking like it was factual. And that's basically, it's a no-no. You can't do that. So, I mean, She was like, she told her, she said, I ain't got it. I said, I know that's right. Even if you had 4 million, I wouldn't get nobody flat out $4 million. What I'ma have? How I'ma survive? Put me on a payment plan, dog. That ain't no different if you ain't got all the light bill money. Put me on a payment plan. I pay on it. That's what she basically doing. I don't know. Maybe she gonna pay on it for 20 years, girl. Them kids gonna be grown and on their own. She still gonna be paying on it. I make her wait 20 years for it just because I can. Hmm. I would. And then it was crazy because then people started trying to feel like people started started trying to make it. They turned it around to try to make it seem like Tasha was just flat out bullying the girl. But I was like, if you really look at it, that girl at the time, she was a celebrity. Like, well, I don't know what the fuck she doing now. Maybe she's an influencer. But she was a celebrity and she was at the top of her game. So it was embarrassing to her. And then she had so many people from, that followed her fighting and coming over there messing with her. And then it just, it was just crazy. But I don't know. Maybe, sometimes when certain people do talk, it's worse. Like, if you are a great communicator, you can make a bitch cry with your words. It's easy. It's easy than a mother. All you gotta do is read the room where they at for 5 minutes, and then you can break it down and have them crying. So I feel like with her being a great communicator, and she from Florida, she said she really ain't. She was basically, I guess you could say in the hood, she was in a trailer park or something, whatever she said. But she was just, she could come back with them words like that. So I think, what's her name? She don't seem like she got that much of an extensive vocabulary, so she wouldn't be, she wouldn't really be able to keep up. Um, and so essentially, what ended up happening, they started feeling sorry for. I was like, girl, this girl admitted to. I ain't even gonna get into that. The stuff she admitted to doing, people let it go clean over their head. They ain't care. They was just dancing to her song. Hey, Shonda, what's good, girl? We was just talking about what happened with Tasha K, and when she ended up getting sued for that 4 million and put on a payment plan. I mean, it affected her business, but it didn't affect her personal life or nothing like that. Because what she ended up doing was, filing bank, whatever, chapter, whatever, for her business. And once she did that and got everything structured, she said within a month or two, her credit score was 800. She had got it. So, but like I said, it was so many people that felt bad for old girl, and I was like, wait a minute, y'all skipping the whole fact that she came out the strip club and she said what she was doing to these people. I ain't gonna repeat it, but it was not good. It was not good. And not only that, she was the one. She had just finished going to court for something happening, like basically some type of club fight or something that went down. Like, I was like, it was crazy to me how they was trying to paint her like a Mother Teresa, some type of saint. I mean, yeah, it was wrong for the accusations, and again, like I said, she had the wrong attorney. Shonda, how about your boy Wiley? Bond got reduced to $5,000. I don't even know where these people found these records because I couldn't even find them, but I did screenshot it off the other YouTubers platform because when I went into the database, I didn't see his name at all. I went and looked him up, and it was as if he was never arrested. So I don't know. Maybe they shipped him somewhere else, and for them to drop it down, Yeah, child, they got so many suits. But see, now that she has a better attorney and that is good at that, like I want to say, K Hart just finished suing her based on one of, is that his government name? That's a good question because I didn't even see it anymore. Um, K Hart just finished suing her, and it was for a big amount of money. And she had the right attorney, and that attorney was able to get it thrown out. And according to the state that he filed it in, sh- he had to pay her attorney fees. And then, um, Bling Bling Bishop, he he sued her for 306. It's a hundred. It was either 180 million or either $360 million, and it got thrown out. And you know he already in jail anyway for something else right now, for scamming people and taking their money. And you know what? That's a good question. I don't know if that's his government name. And the funny thing, when I seen that, the only name that I seen, it was, and this is funny. You gonna laugh because remember, oh, her attorney is cold. Yeah, her attorney, the dude what she got. If she would have had that attorney against CB, she would not owe her. So that's why I said that was a that was a big setback business wise, and not only that, that is something that helped her grow as a woman and as a businesswoman because she had that girl screaming and fighting in the background. But you know what? Let me tell you the name that I did see, and I don't even know if I'm not saying this is him. The only name that I did see up there, it says Elijah Marquise Williams. And you know I laughed when I seen Elijah. What he said, I am here on behalf of the Honorable Elijah. Didn't he say that? But this person got a whole bunch of other charges that I don't even think this is him. And all these bonds and stuff, I don't think it's him. Yeah, I didn't see his name. And you know what I was thinking as well? I was thinking that they might have transferred him to that place. They might have trained. I really think they probably, after they did the arraignment for him, I think they probably ended up transferring him because he got. I think he went to court. That happened on the 27th or the 28th. Child, I'm looking at these business days. You know, it'll take a few days for them to, get him where he need to go. Hey, woman, well done. I just commented on your cherry juice post. LOL. I thought you were going to sleep since you mentioned the melatonin. Here you are, live. Hey, girl. You know what? I was just saying that I don't like the low sugar one. And then I got a different brand. And because I haven't had it in a while, I'll probably have to drink 2 glasses. Now, if I would have sat in here and shut my mouth, I might be asleep. I might be asleep. Now, now, this got me feeling like I'm actually sipping because it works. It actually works. But I like the brand that I got normally got all the sugar in it. I don't know. I got this one because it was a big jug and it was only $5. And a little tiny cherry chart is $5. Even if he was transferred, it would court journey would still be visible. I think we don't know his government. You know what? Yeah, because the person. It's a lady that's live. Let me find her name. It's a lady that's live, and they had a screenshot up. Her name is Danny Robertson. She had the events of what happened today, and it was so detailed. It even talked about the fact that he is ordered not to go to Walmart. They say he can't go to Walmart if he do get out. So I think they need to keep him because he need help. I don't think him being out here. Oh, it was a live that I reposted that he done, and he showed the medications. He said that that's what he was on at that time, and that was like 2 months ago. So he's only been in Vegas like 2 months, and he done been locked up twice, maybe even 3 times, but definitely twice. So yeah, child. As the saga continues, I was just I was giving rocks I guess you could say a breakdown of Tasha K, because I actually follow her, so it's been years. Like I was already following her prior to it, so I was able to give a different perspective. Yeah, they need to keep him. That I don't think. That's why I said he need to get him some he need a case manager. He needs somebody. He needs somebody to come check up on him and make sure he can pay his bills and help him with his budget. Like he need a case manager or something like that. I just, what I'm saying. I don't think he need to be out here in these streets by himself. He needs somebody to check up on him. He was saying that he was always being there for his family, but he felt like they weren't there for him. So, and then for months he been crying about being broke. And I mean, there's a lot of people that's going through financial issues, but I think it really really hit hard when he started looking up and seeing all his peers making more money as content creators than him. I think it really really started to bother him more. He used to have way more support. He used to have probably, damn, don't he got, I don't even think his following really grew. So yeah, it's just been a struggle. Poor thing. Poor little thing. How the baby doing, woman? Well done. Baby diva in the making. Mm-hmm. Shonda, granddaddy, grandbaby doing? Listen, he is the granddaddy of the house. Homeboy, he said, fix me something to eat. I need 3 meals. Yes. Hook it up. Now. Baby, he said that burger meat should not take that long to thaw. Honey. I said, Lord have mercy. I am done. I miss when everyone is going through it financially. We are in a recession. Yeah, they just don't speak about it. You gotta press harder. Everyone ain't capable though. That's true. And you know what? I can honestly say, after going through what I went through in 20, no, it was 2008, 2009. It was horrible. That was like, I think I graduated from college. That asleep. Yes, he got work to do tomorrow. Um, that was the year I finished my undergrad, and the crazy thing is, I couldn't find a job. I could not find a job doing nothing. Yes, he the man of the house. I got to check on him, child. He got to keep things. I know he got it organized and straight around here. But thanks for asking, baby girl was asleep. But of course, when you taking a break, then yes, child, she like hold on, she too far. What's she doing? And then you know the funny thing with the little girls, baby, they do not like taking naps. They be thinking they gonna miss something. Like, what's she doing? I got to be here. Child, when I tell you them first 5 months, girl, I was so tired. Oh, Lord hammers. That one gave me the blues. That one right there, for a little while, gave me the blues, honey. I ain't lying. Child, I was like, I mean, up. But then again, I thought about it. She was born 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, ma'am. And was the latest one, and still keep late night hours. Probably getting ready to get up now. I ain't lying. We all be on the third shift around here a lot of times, but I try to take my butt to sleep. But I'm trying to get back into not keeping that third hour. That's what I'm trying to get back into. But mm-hmm. Yeah, what was I talking about before that? I don't know. But you know what? That's a good point. That might not be his government name. Now that I think of it, that's why I be zipping in and out. I know you busy. I know. That's why I was like, you know what? I had to really think about, you know, I guess when I was younger, it probably wouldn't have been like a old um being at home type thing. Like now, being older, if I did, it's a lot of work at this age. Absolutely, it is a lot of work. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but the beauty is you can do it, and I know you do a great job, and I know you do it gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about being able to do it, you have to be in a place to really appreciate it. So just being able to be, at home, like wearing all those different hats, being in your in your energy, like being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to hustle like a ninja. I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, like now in this part of my life, I would not mind doing that. Now, I don't think I want no more babies, but because I can't have no more. But I would be like, so you know what I'm saying. They don't be around here trying to have 8. I really look forward to talking to y'all. I be like, let me see if my peeps next door. I'm gonna right. And you know the funny thing, I wouldn't dare knock on my neighbor's door, but I hit this live button and ain't that weird? It's weird. It's so weird. I think I think when I came back here like 13 years ago, I never intended on saying me too, Shonda, LOL. I just stay outside in the. Listen, listen. When I came back, I never thought I would still be here. So it's just like going outside. It's irritating. Now, don't get me wrong. I've met a lot of people that even if they weren't from here, they're new to me. And then I have met people that aren't from here that came here for different reasons. Because, like I said, it's a military area. But could you guys imagine still being close to where you're from? It's just ghetto. It's ghetto. Yes, being out just the streets is ghetto. Let me tell you something. I told y'all I had to go wash my own damn clothes Imagine I'm about to be 43, and girl, I had to go to the laundromat. I ain't been to the laundromat in 13 years. I'm around here trying to figure out if they still take quarters because I heard some of them that went up and got credit card machines. And so I did get some quarters. And it was a guy in there. And he was just, he was like gritting on me. And I was like, who, like, and he was just looking at me like he knew me. But he could have just said, hey, yes, Shonda, I duck and dodge the BS. I know how to keep it moving. Girl, it be going on. But girl, he was looking at me, and girl, y'all should have seen how fast I was folding my damn clothes. You would have thought I was in there racing the Mexican lady because it's okay. So it's some Asian people that own the laundromat. Now, mind you, the Asian people used to own the hood Chinese store down in the hood where I grew up in the whole city over. They flipped that and they got this laundromat that they done had for a minute. And I'm looking at the lady, she aging, she still look, young. Girl, it's just like, I can't believe I'm in the damn laundromat. So then when I seen the dude, and now look, and then the poor Mexican lady, she's still working for them. The lady husband came and took the white clothes and threw them bitches on the floor. I guess, I don't know if she ain't washing right. I don't know what she did, but I just looked at him. I wanted to fight him. He saw Beauty walking in the laundromat fresh meat. No, he did. And he was looking at me like he ain't like me. And so, girl, I just started folding. Girl, when them clothes started coming out that dryer, baby, I was like, oh, I'm on my way out of here. Girl, I was fold. So, when I left, I was like, damn, do I know him? And then it dawned on me, like, I remember him from maybe a school in the past, but he wasn't nobody that I hung with or knew like that in high school, leaving high school. But that's how ignorant some people are. They will sit there and look at you like they want to fight you because you ain't speaking. Now imagine when he walked in, he was on the phone being loud, talking to who he want to talk to. He ain't say not one word. He ain't say, I don't know his name and he don't know my name either. But baby, I ran up out of there so damn fast. I don't know. I gotta figure out what time and what day to go. Shit. I ain't got to. I love my neighbor, but he keeps asking me if I got any cassettes. I ain't used it, sir. I done told you, no, I don't even have cassettes. CDs. Cassettes? Girl, how old is... Now, I know what cassettes is like, but he got a machine to put them in? He okay. But you know what? I take that back because some people are collecting them. Like my son, he's 22, and he went and started collecting CDs, DVDs, and records because like really I didn't even think about it because everybody gave up all their stuff and they transformed into watching the Netflixes and all that. And then you think about it, I was like, girl, I don't even own a DVD player. Now I want one. Girl, you see how they got us? I said how CDs and DVDs. Me too. I found some DVDs, and I still got CDs, honey. Cause let me tell you something. I got this CD the last CD that Tyrese did. Girl, I listened from the front to the back. His vehicle, he'd be like, "Why I have to play music in your car?" What? How do you? Girl, I got the funny thing is one of my old co-workers bought that for me. That was like in 2015. That was his CD, Black Rose. Girl, I love me some Clarice. I do. I do. I do. I'm glad he done made it through, child, because you know he was up here crying and acting stupid for a minute. But I'm glad he doing better. I was a CD addict, LOL. The whole book in the car. Yes, I still got the one with the sleeves. I still got that. He ain't over being institutionalized. He got out stuck in 19. I didn't watch the interview. Did you watch the interview? That's what you think that's going on? I'm still here cleaning up and listening. Okay, Rox. Child, we know everybody got things to do. Oh, Shonda, he's stuck in time. I didn't know that. So he was locked up at. Who was locked up in 19? Oh, you talking about the neighbor was locked up in 1988. Bless his heart. Damn. So where is he gonna listen to the cassette players in his car or in his house? Wait a minute. I'm gonna say something. True story. My stepdaddy still had a cassette player back in. He passed away in 2018. Up until he went, he had a cassette player. He would record conversations with my kids so he can rewind them back when they got older as teenagers. Yes. You know what? I be in the bushes a lot of times, sometimes in some people's stuff. Cause like if I'm out doing something, I can't do both. Or if I'm doing a couple other things. Yeah. Ain't no wrong with their bushtivity. They call them bush babies. They don't care as long as they lean on the like button. They still the same. hmm But yeah, damn, that's deep. But you know what? That do make sense because I've seen a lot of people come home, and I had an uncle that would sit there and lean at the front door and like look outside, like he wasn't free. In the cart, he found one from Keith Sweat. That's my song. How deep is your love? How deep is your... I think I had a big box of CDs. I ended up throwing them away. I don't know why. It was a lot of slow songs. I think it was some ones I got from my mama or something. It was a whole bunch of old stuff. But cassettes? Like, the only people I've seen intrigued with cassettes, I have seen some young people, but they have to be like, part of a, like, really, really, I don't like to. I don't like to say nerd because people use nerd in a bad way. That's like those are the people I really see. Me too. I'm a bush watcher. For most content, LOL, I press the like. Yes, let it fly. That's what I do. I love like if I'm there, even if I ain't even listening no more, I'm gonna hit the like button. I'm gonna let it ride out. Even if it's in the same room, if it ain't in the same room, I just love making sure people get their watch time. My dad has a cassette player, but he doesn't use it. You know what? I wondered what my mom did with the cassette player that he had. Because he literally, like when my son was like 4, he would record him, and because he was saying when he get older, he was gonna leave the family and move to Spain or something like that. His ass in there and ain't went no goddamn where. Girl, can't get him to go no damn where. My daughter probably move out before him, and she 13. Anyway, the other one, he got the hell on. hmm Yes, that is deep. Not the cassette player, child. I ain't even thought about a cassette player. But y'all remember when y'all used to have to had to rewind it and flip it over and stuff. Child, that shit. No, I seen a video recently where the boy had he had the little CD Walkman, and then he was messing with the plug to make sure the plug worked. Yeah, it's like, do y'all like audiobooks? I have Audible, but I love touching the actual book and the feel like pages. You know what? I used to read so much, and I guess after having, well, not having to, choosing to further my education, I lost the love of reading. I need to get that back. But you know the funny thing, recently, it's a content creator that has a book club, and he reads the book, and it's like the audience, he do it in members only, and I ended up getting a membership, like somebody had gifted it to me, and I joined it, and I feel so great about it. So I think I'm looking forward. I really want to write a few books, but I'm just I love books. I literally have a storage, and I probably have like 300 books sitting in that storage. I need to go get them out. Bless his heart. Sometimes I be trying to figure out if I can toss my trash out the window instead of taking it out, because he always outside. Oh, he probably just like having a just having the child, poor thing. He know you patient with him, cause you can't. Who the hell is he asking? Who else is he asking in 2024 about some damn cassettes and ain't getting cussed out? I also, I'm also part of a book club. Like, I mean, I'm not reading the book, but he reading it, and I feel like I'm about to get it there. Freedom is free. He's enjoying being out and about. Bless his heart. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he, like, okay, if he was locked up for anything over 10 to 20 years, I just, like, they be so behind. Like, I love reading, child. I have to read all day at work though, so I gotten lazy about with my books. I think, like, when I had to read and write all these papers and regurgitate all this bullshit, and I ain't even using half the bullshit now. I feel like I was robbed of my years of writing my own books and having a good time with reading the way I used to. Cause I remember being like, um, when I was like a teen, I used to love reading those little hood novels. Child, I think I probably still got a few of them. I'm listening to this book right now on Audible, but I think I just broke, I just broke down in order the actual book. I need to highlight and take notes. Right. It ain't nothing like having an actual book. I don't know if I could ever get accustomed to Audible. But let me tell you something. Some people are actually getting paid just to read them out loud for some authors. And I think you'll do a good job doing that. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. People, they pay like big money by the hour to work on, like, to because you know a lot of people, they started out, having a book, right, just having a regular book or whatever, but then they want to maximize the dollars, so they'll go ahead and put it on Audible, so they'll get somebody to, that has a great voice that can read well or whatever, to go ahead and do the Audible book as well. I think that's a nice place to be too. Yeah, I love my books. Thank you. I used to read children's books as a volunteer. Oh, okay, okay. I just stopped. Like, I don't know. I just stopped reading. I think I was burnt out. I was so burnt out. Like, I literally just, like, I think called myself taking a break from my program. And once I got that break, I decided it was something I no longer wanted to do. I didn't feel like it was necessary. I just didn't feel like it was that important in my life to have a doctor in front of my name. I didn't give a damn no more. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to do that. And it took a whole relief off my life. I feel much better not doing it. Do you think it's motherhood as well after school than parenting? It just takes my energy. Yeah, and I was homeschooling. So I really felt like, I was like, girl, you got enough damn degrees. figure that shit out. You gotta focus on this. And that's it just became too much. And around that time we were still doing elementary. And the struggle is still, real with like math. And then my son, he is like the total opposite. He's taken calculus twice when he left high school. Girl, I still got that book. I'm gonna go to my storage and get it. I love. Oh my god, I didn't get the second one. I heard the second one was good. I think by then, I was over that book. But yes, I used to read all the Zane books. You couldn't tell me nothing, child. Like when I got into them books, like I don't know. I was like, damn, I got that bored with life. I started dating Dusties. I could have just been reading a book. I don't fuck. Like maybe it was the people I was hanging around, but I love book. Like that's yeah. And then a good like if you say if you have a book or you had good ideas, those books were so they were very relatable and they were written very well. Like who else? Eric Jerome Dickey. I used to read his books. Um, Terry McMillan. Oh girl, you taking me back. Like I literally still have some of those books. I had like because those were my favorites, so I never threw them away. And then I had a whole bunch of textbooks. Toni Morrison. Yes, yes. So, you know what? One of the things I did notice that when people started writing, they started going ahead and doing like in Google Docs, they started doing the speak to text. That way, when you write your book, and then, a good thing if you're into writing books as much as you read, the mini books, the mini ones are really, really, a thing now. So nobody really has the time to sit and read like 200, 300 page turners. So people are writing, many books, and I think yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. I always had the love for learning, like knowledge. I feel like I will always be a life learner. But like I said, it was certain things I was just like, okay, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that no more. I felt like I was going hard doing that because I felt like that's what my folks wanted. I co-authored a book this year with 19 other women. Girl, yes. That is dope. You know what? I think that's a great way to do it because everybody brings something to the table. I think that's cool. I'm gonna take y'all further back. Flowers and I read that. And then they had like what was the little? I think like when I was in elementary school, we had to read. I forgot the name of them books. I forgot honestly. It was just so many. It was so many. And you know what? Let me tell you, this was the pivotal point that made me like really, really want to like go into something dealing with human services, psychology, social work. When I was in fourth grade, that wench made me watch Sybil. Why they do us like that? Yes, we all the cost to write the you each of us here to you gonna have to send me the name of that book. Petals in the Wind. The movies are really good. I've never seen that. I haven't seen Petals in the Wind. You heard me write that down. Shonda had me looking at Crazy Man up. She had me looking at Crazy Man up. That took them women out of here. She sure did. Yes, they had me watching Civil Girl in fourth grade. I haven't seen that one, Shonda. And after that, I was so intrigued on how crazy this one little girl was. And this was the funny part. My very first clients, when I went into that field, act just like Sybil, and she was maybe like 19. So she had been like that her whole life. And her mother was institutionalized. And for real, nowadays, if somebody is institutionalized, that's a big deal because they really don't try to keep people. And honey, when I tell you that girl took you through, up and through every damn emotion in that 1 8 hour or 10 hour shift, child, I'll never forget her. I will never forget her. And the funny thing is, when they did find her a home, they gave her so much medication. I ran into her in public, and she was just staring at me like she knew who I was, but she just couldn't remember. Child, your very first client. Oh my goodness, that was. Listen, that lady, listen, that girl was in the sensory room acting like she was giving birth. She was so dramatic, honey. She pulled out a stuffed teddy bear from under a damn blanket and wrapped it up and walked around, and she made noises and everything through the delivery, honey. She was no game. Mm-mm. And she was serious. She wasn't playing. She wasn't motherfucking playing at all. No, ma'am. I never forget her. I can't remember. Petals in the Wind. Third name one. Oh, okay. Yes, child. I used to love sitting in the house. Okay, Shonda, I'm gonna look it up. Shonda be having a drop, child. She had me looking that man up. That crazy man. Honey. But yeah. That was the first. I was so intrigued, honey. I think they created a made me a detective after that. Child, I was a mini detective, honey. Ready to work for the CIA after I watched that. Cause baby, ain't no way in the world. And I had been telling my daughter I was gonna get her to watch it. Then I was gonna have her watch it. But I wanted her with the she got older because I don't know what them people. I don't know. I think they was just tired of us. It was one of them days. It might have been at the end of the school year, or it was something, and they just put it on. They ain't care nothing about us. I'm trying to think, what was that? I don't know. Maybe they wanted to grade some papers or something, honey. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, but you know what? The interesting part, what I did notice was after my class, it seems as though I showed did. I went and looked his crazy behind up and did. It was like after our class, they intentionally started confusing the ones under us because I think they really it probably yeah it will it get you right. Um, they intentionally confuse people because I think they did not intend on so many young black kids from the hood to excel you know beyond what they wanted, if that makes sense. So yes, child. But that cherry juice, Having you feel like you sipping. I ain't lying. That melatonin in it. It how you extra relaxed. That's how I feel. The moment I sit and close my mouth, I'm gonna go to sleep. But I haven't had it in a while. I love it, like because sometimes I don't know if I can't have a It do, it do. You know what? If I had a little bit of sparkles in it, child, yeah, it'd be even better. But I don't. It would be amazing if I did that. So, but a lot of times they just be so expensive. So, and then I'm the only one that drink it. But I'm gonna drink some all this week to try to cause I've been staying up to like 3 and 4 in the morning. Girl, I can't get nothing done doing that. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get back into work mode, but when you have too much freedom sometimes it's hard. I don't. There, God, it's me more. Oh my gosh, I think I seen that. You know what? I've had pomegranate juice, but that's something I get every now and then. I love. I'm gonna tell you something. Growing up, my mom would go get pomegranates. Um, I remember as a kid, my great grandmother used to always buy kiwi. And when I had my daughter, that's her favorite fruit. It is so strong. Girl, it's something. It's something. Work mode. I missed something. You going back? Um, Not saying that. I just business wise, um, I can well since I feel like with my tribe, I honestly took a major hit. Like a lot of people have. So it's a lot of things that I'm working on restructuring and expansion. So because of that hit, it changed a lot as far as all of that. So what I would have to do, um, it's just a lot of stuff I gotta restructure. So, um, yeah. And it's gonna take a lot more time, a little bit more discipline, and I gotta do it. So that's what I'm talking about. A couple let me see, it's 24. I want to say back in 2021, I was really heavy on learning how to learning and teaching how to set up your business and set up like the business credit aspect, structure everything. So all of that was easy. I know it's tough. Like I'm really trying to work on my diet to get my I guess my focus back the way I needed to have it because I feel like I've been kind of scatterbrained and all over the place, and I'm really trying to pull all that back in. And it's weird because, like I said, I spent so many years being focused and diligent and doing all that stuff, and I'm like, it's different when you have to do it. But and then also, with that back to school thing, staying on top of things is very important. You can easily, get so laxed. And because I only have one, and she's 13. And like part of me, because I seen a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, I seen a lot of people recently that had businesses. They went and got a job. They was like, bump this. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, start over. That way you can, plan better also. You're so cynical. I see your post about sound baths and sea moss, cherry juice and all. Yeah, I do. I do. I just feel like like on Sunday, that was definitely a day for me to sit and be able to connect for for my next step. So once I was able to connect to that, it's like, okay, what am I going to change this week to make sure I can do it? Because a lot of times we know we can do things. However, time management, I'm speaking for myself. So when you work independently, sometimes time management is something that you have to it looks like something different in every season. And it's no different, like even with a parent, even with you know their needs change, your needs change, your family needs change, and all of that. So I'm just trying to see what that looks like for this part of my life. I'm about to be 43. So every year you do that evaluation. True, that's right here. You have. I don't have. Yeah, I know. I don't have it. I don't have it. What Shonda say? I ain't got it to give. What she said? I ain't got it to do. Shonda be having me weak, but she said that she like I ain't got it to do. But it was so weird. I guess that was part of the conditioning. It's no different. You got this. I came out early retirement from law enforcement. Okay, I got super bored. College university attached to Indeed. I can't do Indeed, girl. They scam too much. You must ain't see my story time about the dude that I knew that had a whole business. Um, like I'm trying to be careful with my words. He had a whole business, and he just used those people's data. Cause you can do a lot with information. Yeah, I don't do Indeed. Um, that would be cool. That would be cool. I've actually I've really thought about returning. I just wanted to be careful at what I do because I really feel like I've been doing like 1099 work. So, I'm a self-starter. I can get, a lot of things done. I just feel like I want to go somewhere that I know I won't get extra bored, and because I can learn something very fast, and then if it's no growth, it's just a waste of time. But I think that's kind of what happened. But I just gotta make sure I go before I get too bored, because if I get bored, it becomes extra ghetto, and then I'll be cussing everybody out. I don't want to do that. Now I'll be cussing them out, but you know how you be like, what? Ever thought of making a radical change, like moving out of state or something like that? I've done it before. That's why I say I ended up coming back here, and I really did not think I would be back here this long. I think that is like really, really irritating. And then the funny thing, when I said the year that I graduated my undergrad, that was 2008. I actually ended up moving out of town. Girl, I still couldn't find a job. That was so ghetto. Um, I'm not opposed to moving out of state. I would actually love to move out of state. I haven't even thought of a state that I would want to go to because I feel like all of them are ghetto at this point. Like I don't know. I don't know. But I would definitely I would be open to doing that. I would. I've I have looked in certain places, like as far as the human services field. I know. I know the area for Virginia that has the most openings, in Richmond, around that area, that's like, where it's really booming for like those type of opportunities. And then because it's going to be way more opportunities than where I am, but then I got to be careful about where I go there. And then another place was Raleigh. Raleigh has a really, really big job market. Those are the places that I have looked at in the past. I have. Those are the only two places I actually considered going to. Um, may have to send a strongly worded email. Boy, work from home is dope. I literally had. I know. That's what I want. Like, that would be amazing. Like, those are the places. That is something I would definitely love to do. Um, I would, because that would suit me well. It really would, cause yeah, it cut out on my. Oh, I think I talked about Richmond because Richmond has a lot of human services centered positions, and not only that, they have a lot of administrative positions. Ooh, excuse me. And then Raleigh was another place that I know definitely had and they generally have um strong markets um out there. Those were the two places that I actually considered. But like work from home, yeah, oh definitely work from home. Oh yes, girl, yes, I would do that like that. You know, I would. hmm And I ain't worried about strong emails. I don't know if you would be interested in my company. I think they might be hiring. Oh yeah, girl, drop me an email. I got the same name, Tvldesignz at gmail.com. Yes, I can take emails there. Or if you see how to spell my name on my website, it's tamika.hicks at gmail as well. hmm I got about 20 email accounts. I ain't ish. No, I'm serious though. Because I feel like where I live, and I've said this many times, there are a lot of positions. However, because a lot of people come here to retire, to work in the military, to work for the biggest industry here is the shipyard, um, in the military. Also, what happens is they prioritize the people when they come out of the military. Therefore, they're a first priority. Okay, cool, cool. And so when you go in, and then not only that, you have to also pair that with they will prioritize a person from out of town. They will prioritize a military person and a military spouse, and then the people from here get what's left over. So what generally happens, that was another reason why I really didn't want to come back here, but I had, I was pregnant. It was easier to like move around here versus being where I was just over, and plus I was trying to leave the weirdo I was with. So with moving around that way, it's just a lot to deal with. It's a lot. And I can literally go into like local stores and see the difference in how they hire people and who it's always been that way. That's the funny thing. I've been a part of that working market since I was 15. So I started out working when I was 15. And then I worked in so many different industries, and it was just always foolishness. It was full of a lot of stuff that I feel like the EEOC should have been made aware of a long time ago. But it is what it is. So I think for a while, one of the things I prayed for was being able to be an entrepreneur and be home with my daughter. And I feel like now that she's older, those years I was able to do, if that makes sense. I was able to do a lot of the things a lot of people weren't able to do. Yeah, I feel great. I really feel grateful. I'm not I'm glad I was able to come out of that position and still sustain my life and still be able to do the things that I asked to do. I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful. I am. So yeah, I don't have no regrets about it. I feel like everything happens when it needs to happen because again, I had a great support system when my daughter was younger, even the years that I did work. And then when she got, when I started homeschooling, it was more so. Um, the funny thing when I started homeschooling, a lot of people was looking at me like I was crazy. Um, it was just so. It was such a negative. People looked at it. They just looked at it in a horrible way, like it was one of the worst things in the world. And I think that was part of programming and misinformation. So, later certain people would come to me and be like, oh, wow, I see why you did this and the third. But they did that once they went through all their different obstacles and the things that they started to see in the changes in the education system. So I had already had the foresight because during my undergrad years, I did spend a lot of time in elementary education as well. That was one of the great things of being able to switch my major over to interdisciplinary studies because I already had a lot of courses in social work. I did all that. I was able to move around. I went into elementary education. I was able to learn how to teach. I learned about phonemic awareness. I learned about a lot of things, a lot of the core things that a lot of people don't really get to see with, you know, or whatever like that. And so, now I I don't want to go into the education sector. I've, kind of been there, done that. And I don't even really see it. I don't think they want me over there. I don't think I don't want to be over there. I thought I did, but I don't think I do anymore. Cause they didn't switch them salaries up, but I don't want to be tussling because they decided to say they can't have their phones no more. I'm not. That's not my battle. That's not my battle at all. So I just decided to, you know. But yeah, I'm ready to go in. I know y'all got things to do. Everybody, it's almost 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go close these eyeballs and finish sipping this thing. And I'll talk to y'all. And y'all be safe. Y'all be careful. And we must do this again. Yes, indeed. I think I'm sleepy now. Good night, ladies. I feel tipsy.